In this video, the operation of the RDS base unit will be detailed. The base unit is the key component of the ANPDR-83 radiological detection system. The base unit is a handheld radiation detector. It has connectors for probes and other auxiliary equipment. The front housing has an LCD screen and keyboard. The back housing has detector center marks to show the location of the low-dose Geiger-Müller tube and the high-dose GM tube. These will come into play when we do a source check. Note that the speaker port is on the left side. The base unit has been designed to be rugged for use in extreme environments, including temperatures ranging from -22 degrees to 122.7 degrees Fahrenheit, or -30 degrees to 50 degrees Celsius. High humidity, blowing sand and dust, rain, and it is designed to survive a nuclear blast. It is lightweight, coming in at about 1.5 pounds. It was designed to be easy to operate and is a standalone radiation detector. It provides interface and control functionality for 6 RDS probes: the beta photon probe, the alpha beta probe, the sensitive gamma probe, the small area beta gamma probe, the fiddler probe, and the neutron probe. It is powered by rechargeable nickel metal hydrate AA batteries or standard alkaline batteries. We recommend the nickel metal hydride batteries because they perform better in cold environments. To detect radiation, the base unit uses 2 sensors that operate simultaneously within its dose range capability. It contains both a high-dose Geiger-Müller tube and a low-dose GM tube. The base unit has multiple connectors for interfacing with external devices. On the top, there are 2 connectors. The connector on the left is a 3.5 millimeter audio jack for use with the base unit when using headphones. On the right side, there is a connector for auxiliary power. It can be powered by 110 volts up to 240 volts. The caps covering these connectors are threaded and need to be rotated to remove and install. There is a cap covering the beta window on the top as well. It is a push-out, push-in style of cap. On the bottom of the base unit, you will find 4 caps. The GPS, USB, and probe connectors are a push-in, pull-out style of cap. The battery cap is a quarter-turn style of cap. As of the recording of this video, the GPS connection is only for use with a military Dagger GPS radio. The USB port is used with either a snap cable or for a rad extender cable, and is used to download data from the base unit to a computer and used for calibration purposes. The probe connector is used to attach one of the 6 RDS probes. The base unit can be powered by an AC/DC power adapter or by 4 AA batteries. The base unit provides power to attached RDS probes and to attach snap or rad extender cables. For purposes of this video, I will be using batteries to power the base unit. To install batteries, remove the battery cap by twisting it a quarter turn counterclockwise. Place the base unit face down so that the chains will be out of the way. Observe the battery installation labels that show which end of the battery should be inserted first on each side. On the left side, the batteries are installed with the positive terminal inserted first for both batteries. On the right side, the batteries are installed with the negative terminal inserted first for both batteries. Once all 4 batteries have been installed, insert the battery cap and while pushing it in, rotate it 1/4 turn clockwise. Power up the base unit by pressing the home power key. While the base unit is running, it will continuously and automatically run a built-in test or a bit in the background once every second on the base unit and once every 5 seconds on attached probes to check for system problems. I will now explain the functionality of the keys on the base unit. The home power key is used to power on the base unit with a short press. To power off the base unit, Press and hold the key for 3 seconds and acknowledge the power off prompt. The home power key is also used to return to the home screen from a menu or settings screen while the base unit is powered on. The back key is pressed to return to a previous screen or to show alarm thresholds briefly while on the home screen. 4 arrow keys are used to navigate the menus and settings of the base unit. Pressing the arrow keys will change what is highlighted on menus and on settings screens. The Enter key is used to select highlighted items on menus and settings screens. A stealth mode option is available. To enter and exit stealth mode, press the Enter and back keys simultaneously for 3 seconds until the screen goes mostly dark or returns to normal. The base unit can display in other languages. As of the making of this video, only English and French are supported. To change the language, make sure the base unit is fully powered off. Then press and hold the up, left, and right arrow keys without releasing those keys. Press and hold the home power key until the base unit is fully powered on. Use the arrow keys to highlight the desired language, and then press the Enter key. When the base unit has fully booted up, the home screen is displayed. The home screen displays the status bar on the top, the radiation reading panel in the middle, and the footer bar at the bottom. The radiation reading panel will split into 2 panels when a probe is connected. The home screen status bar displays several pieces of information. The status bar on the upper part of the screen has 6 locations where data or icons are displayed. The first item is the date and time. The first 2 digits indicate the day, the second 2 digits indicate the hour, the third set of 2 digits indicates the minutes. The Z indicates Zulu time or Coordinated Universal Time. The next 3 letters indicate the month, and finally the year is displayed. The next spot is a location where an icon with a document and green arrow will appear when data is being sent over an attached military radio. In the third spot, icons will appear to indicate snap cable or rad extender connectivity. There are 3 icons that can appear, one indicating that the snap cable or rad extender is in PC mode, ready to download data logs to an attached computer. One indicating that the snap cable is in Ethernet transfer mode, ready to transfer data to Mobile Field Kit software, and one indicating that the snap cable is ready to transfer live data logs via military data radios. The fourth location will display a headset icon to indicate that headphones or a headset is connected. All audio will go to the headset and not to the base unit speaker if the headset is connected. The fifth location is used to display alert icons. There are 3 alert icons, a radiation alarm icon, a system alarm icon, and a system warning icon. The radiation alarm icon indicates that 1 or more radiation alarm thresholds have been exceeded. The system alarm icon indicates an issue with the base unit or an attached probe that needs to be addressed. The system warning icon indicates a system notification that is generally informational in purpose. In the right-hand corner of the 6th location, power icons are displayed. A green battery icon is displayed when the battery level is somewhere between 100% down to 25% of battery power remaining. A yellow battery icon is displayed when the battery level is somewhere between 25% down to 10% battery power remaining. And a red battery icon is displayed when 10% down to 1% of battery power is remaining. A plug icon is displayed when the AC-DC power supply is attached and providing power to the base unit. When the AC-DC power supply is providing power, battery power is bypassed. The middle of the home screen displays the radiation reading panel for the base unit detectors, which detect the presence of beta radiation and measures gamma radiation. If a probe is attached, the radiation reading panel will split and typically show the base unit readings on the left and the probe readings on the right. But what is displayed can be configured in the settings screen. Units of measurement are displayed after the radiation reading and can also be configured in the settings screen. The color bar and the tick marks on the bar automatically scale as radiation levels increase and decrease. Readings in the green area are below the low threshold level. Readings in the yellow area are between the low and medium threshold levels. Readings in the orange area are between the medium and high threshold levels, and readings in the red area are above the high threshold level. The home screen footer bar in the lower part of the screen displays several pieces of information, including GPS information, attached probes, and data logging controls and information. In the first location in the lower left side of the screen, a GPS indicator icon is displayed. Either a black location marker with a line through it indicating that a military GPS radio or dagger is not attached to the base unit, or a blue marker icon that indicates that a dagger is attached will display. In the second position on the footer bar, a GPS location will be displayed as received from a dagger. Otherwise, it will remain blank. When an RDS probe is attached, a small image of that probe will display in the third position. The fourth position displays data logging controls and indicators. The data logging controls correspond with the arrow keys on the base unit keypad. The red circle on top of the left arrow key image indicates that the base unit is ready to start recording radiation readings. When the left arrow key is pressed, that icon will change to a pause indicator on top of the left arrow key image, which indicates that the data logging can be paused by pressing the left arrow key. After the left arrow key is pressed to pause data logging, a resume icon will display on top of the left arrow key image. Pressing the left arrow key will cause data logging to resume. A target icon will appear on top of the left arrow key image if you are in multi-sample data logging mode. Radiation readings will be logged each time the left arrow key is pressed while in this mode. In the fifth position is an image of the right arrow key with a black square indicating stop. This icon appears after a data log has been started. Press the right arrow key to stop recording radiation readings. Press the menu key on the base unit keypad. From this point, you can access base unit functions. Use the arrow keys to highlight main menu items. Use the Enter key to select highlighted functions. Use the back key when finished to exit the current function. Let's first cover the settings of the base unit. Using arrow keys, select Settings. Press the Enter key to select Settings. From Settings screen, you can control display brightness, keypad brightness, volume, tick mode, mute, visual alarms, and power save. When entering the settings screen, the slider that controls the display brightness is highlighted by default. Use the left and right arrow keys to adjust the desired brightness levels. Pressing the down arrow key will highlight the keypad backlighting brightness setting. Use the left and right arrow keys to adjust the keypad backlighting. Press the down arrow key to highlight the volume slider. Use the left and right arrow keys to adjust the volume. A few notes on the volume. When a headset is connected, the volume setting will be the same level as the buzzer or speaker. The lowest volume setting is still audible. If radiation readings exceed alarm thresholds, an audible alarm will sound. Pressing the Enter key will silence the audible alarm. Press the down arrow key again to highlight the tick mode setting. If you only have a base unit, then two options will be presented, on and off. Press the right arrow key to turn tick mode on and the left arrow key to turn it off. Ticking will occur faster and faster as detected dose rate or counts increase. When a probe is connected to the base unit, three options are presented: right panel and left panel and off. Choosing the right panel or the left panel refers to the radiation readings on the home screen and will determine which readings are used for tick mode. If both the mute and tick mode settings are selected, mute cancels out tick mode. No ticks will sound. Press the down arrow key to highlight the mute function. Press the Enter key to activate or deactivate the mute function. Checking the mute function silences all audio to include the speaker and an attached headset. When the visual alarms function is checked, the base unit will display a visual alarm anytime the base unit measures radiation above the alarm threshold, detects a fault during built-in testing, or detects a notification during built-in testing. The operator must acknowledge the visual alarm to remove the message from the screen in order to see the full home screen. When visual alarms are turned off, the system radiation alarms and system warning notification messages will not occur as pop-ups. The status bar will continue to show the icons. You can view system radiation and alarm details on the health screen. Power save mode will cause the screen and keypad backlighting to go to sleep after 2 minutes of inactivity. Press any key on the keypad to wake the base unit up. The key press will only wake the base unit up and not perform any other function. If there is an alert, the base unit will not go to sleep, even if it has been acknowledged. If tick mode is selected and the base unit goes to sleep, the audio tick will continue. Note that even in power save mode, the base unit will continue to monitor the radiation level. Any alert or alarm will cancel sleep mode and display the alert or alarm screen. At the bottom of the settings screen is the Advanced button. Highlight the Advanced button and press the Enter key to access settings that allow you to control what is displayed on the left panel and right panel of the home screen, the date and time, performing a clock reset, display of total dose, and reset to depot settings. If a probe is connected, you can choose what radiation readings to display in the left and right panels on the home screen. Press the left and right arrow keys to change what is displayed on the left panel. Then you can press the down arrow key to change what is displayed on the right panel. Note, if a probe is not connected, the Advanced Settings function screen will not show the right panel setting. To change the date and time settings, use the arrow keys to highlight the date or time value you want to change. Press the Enter key to access the data entry screen for the highlighted item. Press the arrow keys to highlight numbers and press the Enter key to enter desired values in the number field. The Enter key must be pressed after each number in the new value as it is selected. The arrow keys are pressed to highlight Done when you are completed entering the value, and then press the Enter key. On this screen, Y means year, M means month, D means day, H means hour, M means minute, and S is second. The internal clock can be reset by selecting the Reset button next to clock. The base unit always monitors the total dose. When the total dose function is checked, the base unit will display the total dose on the base beta/photon panel of the home screen and on the radiation reading panels for the attached probes that measure dose. The total dose amount can be reset to 0 by highlighting the reset button to the right of total dose and pressing enter. Reset to depot settings resets all operator entered settings to the settings saved the last time it was calibrated. Calibration is not impacted by resetting to depot settings. All data logs and the system log are preserved during a depot settings reset. Resetting to depot settings can be used as a troubleshooting step and to quickly change any operator entered settings to the default depot settings. On this screen, highlight the reset to the right of reset to depot settings and press the enter key. Once prompted with confirmation message, confirm the reset by pressing the enter key for yes or pressing the back key to cancel. View system health details on the health screen. Press the menu key to access the main menu, or highlight health and press the enter key. On the health screen, you can check the following items: base unit details and attached probes details, the base unit's temperature and attached probes temperature, main battery levels or the battery life of the 4 AA batteries powering the base unit and any attached probe, the clock battery status, which will either be good or low, memory usage of stored data logs, and you can perform a RAD test. The base unit health details button will be highlighted by default when you enter this screen. Press the enter key to view current alarm and system notifications. You can also view current alarm and system notifications for attached probes. The RAD test is meant to test both the low dose rate GM tube and the high dose rate GM tube to verify their functionality in the base unit before you go out to do a survey. If a probe is attached, the RAD test is used to test the detectors in the attached probe only. Probes must be detached to test the base unit detectors. The info screen displays system information about the base unit and attached probes. To access the info screen, press the menu key, highlight info, and press the enter key. Select either the base unit or an attached probe. You can access the following information on this screen: equipment serial numbers, the version of firmware running on the device, the hardware or printed circuit board version number, and calibration details. There are settings that are specific to the base unit. Press the menu key, highlight base unit, and press enter. On the base unit specific settings screen, you can adjust the base unit for attenuation and access the advanced settings screen to change radiation measurement units and alarm thresholds. A vehicle or shelter can attenuate or reduce the amount of radiation the base unit is detecting. The attenuation factor compensates for this reduced amount of detected radiation and allows the base unit to report the radiation reading as if outside the vehicle or shelter. Valid range for an attenuation factor is 1 to 1,000. This setting is generally calculated by an experienced nuclear physicist, so we recommend not changing this value unless you've been given guidance on what factors to use. Highlight the Advanced button and press Enter to change base unit specific settings. The unit setting refers to the radiation units of measurement that are displayed in the radiation reading panel on the home screen. Only applicable units of measurement will be displayed. Use the left and right arrow keys to change the units of measurement. Change the alarm threshold settings for the low, medium, high, and total dose alarm thresholds by highlighting those fields and pressing the Enter key. That will take you to the data entry screen where you can enter new values. Notice that the previously set value is displayed on the top of the data entry screen. There are settings that are specific to each type of probe. The probe does not need to be attached to change its settings. To change these settings, press the menu key, highlight probes, and press Enter. Use the arrow keys to highlight the desired probe to access its settings and press Enter. On the probe settings screen, there is a channel field. If the probe has multiple channels, such as the alpha beta probe and the fiddler probe, you can change the settings for each channel. If the probe only has one channel, the channel option will not be available to change. Probe settings you can change include the units of measurement and alarm thresholds. The neutron probe has one additional setting for kilo-electron volt values. Units of measurement can also be changed. Alarm thresholds of low, medium, high, and total dose. KeV or neutron energy for the neutron probe. These settings are discussed in individual probe training videos. Data functions for the base unit include viewing data, transferring data, data log settings, and data downloads. Training for data functions are covered in a separate training video. Before conducting a survey, there are several steps you should take to make sure the base unit is functional. Batteries should always be removed when not actively using the base unit. So first, you should install batteries in the base unit and then turn it on. Set the base unit to display in units of measurement that match the requirements of your survey or mission. Ensure alarm thresholds are set appropriately for your survey or mission, and perform a source check. We've covered how to install batteries and power on the base unit, how to change units of measurement, and how to set alarm thresholds. If you want to do a quick check to see what the alarm thresholds are set at, while on the home screen, press the back button, and those threshold levels will display for 5 seconds, and then return to the home screen. The next thing to do is conduct a check on the radiation readings using the check source and following these steps. With this procedure, it is assumed that the base unit setting for radiation readings is set to display in grays per hour. First, ensure the beta window cap is installed. Locate the cesium-137 check source. Place the check source with the label facing away from the detector in direct contact with the base unit on the large crosshairs on the back of the base unit. This is the location of the low-dose GM tube detector. If your alarm thresholds are set lower than the amount of radiation coming from the check source, the base unit will alarm. Acknowledge the alarm by pressing the Enter key as applicable. Hold the check source in place for at least 30 seconds, allowing the reading to settle. Verify the value shown on the base unit home screen falls within the range of 3 to 20 micrograys per hour. The check source must not be older than 30 years old. Next, we'll perform a RAD test. Press the menu key, highlight Health, and press Enter. Place the cesium-137 check source in direct contact with the base unit on the small crosshairs this time, which is the location of the high-dose GM tube detector. Acknowledge any threshold alarms by pressing the Enter key, if applicable. Highlight the RAD test button and press Enter. Leave the base unit in direct contact with the check source for 1 minute. Confirm that Pass is displayed within 1 minute of the check source being in place. You should also note the count values from the RAD test. The base L count value needs to be at least 250 counts and no more than 5,000 counts. The base H count value needs to be at least 1 count or higher. After 1 minute, you can press the Enter key to acknowledge and end the RAD test. After completing the RAD test, you are ready to conduct your survey or mission. When surveying for photon radiation, the base unit's most sensitive spot is on the back of the device behind the screen. The detector crosshairs show these locations. You can use the base unit radiation readings to determine if there is significant amounts of beta radiation on a surface. With the beta window cap installed, orient the base unit perpendicular to the surface. Observe the reading. Remove the beta window cap and place it on the magnetic surface on the right side of the base unit. With the beta window cap removed, orient the base unit perpendicular to the surface, holding it above the suspected area, but not touching it. Observe the reading. If there is a noticeable increase in the radiation reading, it is an indication that beta radiation may be present. To power off the base unit, hold the power button for 3 seconds. After the power off confirmation screen appears, press the enter key to confirm power off. In this video, we have covered the basic operations of the RDS base unit.